Right, so how would you feel if you could impact a young person's life in a positive manner? Think now, go. Yes, guys, welcome back to the Just Talk podcast. My name is Tyler, as you guys know. Today, another podcast joined by my good friend here, someone that I work with. As the title, you can see future BALLBOY. As you guys know, I see a BALLBOY, so it's good to have someone that's follow my footsteps. You understand?
Yeah.
So, you can introduce yourself.
Yeah, my name's Hus. That's about it. Yeah.
So, before we get into like the main topics and that, me and Hus met through Blanco. They're one of our sponsors slash like partners on the podcast. Some of you guys may know recently. And that's how I met Hus, and now we've got a good friendship going on. Couple clips was posted on my Instagram a day before this video. Obviously, that day was mad.
Yeah, it was.
Goals everywhere. So, anyway, today I think Hus is gonna ask me a couple questions, and I'm gonna answer them for you lot as well, for your information as well, on BALLBOYs and how you can just become it. I guess you know what I'm trying to say.
No, obviously, BALLBOY, it's a big thing. Obviously, being an Arsenal fan from obviously the day I've been born. Obviously, going to the games year and year, you see you obviously want to get closer to the players and stuff. And obviously, through BALLBOY next year, I'll be able to do that. So I wanted to ask you some questions on different experiences with the ball squad.
Say that, bro. Go on.
The first
Go ahead.
question I've got is what made you sign up for the ball squad?
Obviously, with me, I was a junior gunner, and you had to apply. I was lucky to be fair. I must have applied like 2 days before the due date.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, let's see, let me try. Ball squad trials over, and then signed up. Wrote some mad speech. Did you see on the thing?
Yeah,
We had to write like a couple words.
Had to add in proper stuff.
Yeah. I wrote like everything they had. They said like you had to have like to be all boy. Obviously speaking, throwing, catching, all that stuff. So obviously there's that element to it. Got the email, got picked for the trial. That's when I got a bit gas. I was like, alright, cool. Let's just relax. I'm not in yet. And then the day comes where you go to the trial, and then I must have left school midway. I remember everyone saying good luck, whatever. Because obviously being a ball boy is a whole mad thing. Like people just say it's throwing, catching, but then you meet new people. Players are there. You understand? Players is there. You're starstruck at all times. So obviously there's that experience to it. And then yeah, went to the trial. Went really well. Had a little interview. It might be on screen, I don't know. Over here today we've been doing this reaction board where there's lights on different numbers. It's kind of like an arcade where you have to press the buttons and try to get the high score. I think I should be selected because I have necessary needs to become a good ball boy. I have good throwing, catching skills, I have communication skills, I have agility, I have balance, I have everything you could think of. So I have the full package, let's say. Did you see this in my interview?
I think I did. I remember watching last year's ball squad video.
Yeah. I had a different haircut to this. I had the side part. I had my blue Arsenal shirt, TG7 on the back, stuff like that. And then, obviously, a month later, I waited bare long, you know. I thought I didn't make it. I was like, what's going on there?
That's the hardest part, I think, bro. I was waiting, literally, bro. I was just holding on for that email. Bro.
Yeah.
And then when it comes, you're gassed.
It's just the patience, bro, innit? And then, what happened after that? Oh yeah, I was in drama. I still remember to this day. I was in drama. I was at the back corner with my guy trying to learn our lines. I checked my watch because I got a notification. Email. Congratulations, you got picked to the ball squad.
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't want to jump around. I didn't want to make it like a big thing because then people would have been like, no way, and it would like probably cause destruction. But I forgot all my lines.
Oh
I forgot everything after that. But it was worth it in the end.
Yeah.
And then first game was no, to be fair, we didn't go straight to first game. We had like a training day.
Yeah, they have that for us as well, but I won't be able to make that. Was it good?
Yeah, it was good. Basically we go to our room, we go to the Arsenal hub, and you meet like all the guys out there that made it. To be fair, when I did it, it was good. Like everyone treated it nice. It was a nice time for everyone to kind of get together and do all their sorts and stuff like that. And then we go on the pitch. I should have brought my phone out because before the Prime like partnership got announced, there was Prime on the stadium.
Yeah.
And I was like, hold on a sec, are you supposed to buy Prime? And they were like, maybe. Obviously, if I took a picture, I would have posted it straight away. But I didn't get my phone out. I left it in the room. They give you free kit, everything.
Sick.
That's mad. But yeah, there's that. And then you go to your first game. You might be a bit nervous. Obviously, first time, 60,000 fans and all that. But yeah, other than that, it's great. It's a great experience, yeah.
Nice. I was gonna ask you again, second question. I was gonna ask you, obviously first game, you were nervous and stuff. Like, what was running through your head? Like, when the ball comes out, like, did you panic at any times?
My first game was Seville in the Emirates Cup. We won 6-0. First time the ball came to me, came quite quick. I think they must have tried to pass it. We got intercepted. It came to me. So I had the ball, and I think I gave it to Acuna.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, I didn't want to give it to him too quick, but not too slow. It was too early in the game. I was like, alright, well, let me just like walk up to him and give it to him. And I walked over, I was like, I really just did that, you know. I was like, right there, give it to him. It must have been like the 4th minute, I think. I had like a screen recording on my phone, something like that. So, yeah, that was it. And then I remember through that game, the set piece coach, Nico Jovas, I think that's how I pronounce his name. I threw the ball too quick to Seville at one point. I actually rolled at them. And the guy obviously, he came over to me mid game and he was like, when Seville throw on, you go slow. When it's our throw on, you go quick. And I was like, my bad, my bad. And he gave me a spot and I walked off. I was like, run, no way.
Mad.
It's mad, yeah.
No, I was gonna ask you again. Obviously, there's different types of games. Obviously, you got Europe, which is more faster tempo. Obviously, bigger games, and then you got
Yeah.
Prem games, not that important. Some important games. North London derby. Obviously, you must have been nervous, no?
Nah,
60,000 people. It's a North London derby.
never. Not for
Rival.
that game. Nah,
What?
I wasn't. Bro, I'll
Oh,
tell you.
jeez.
You know what? I sat in a position I didn't want to sit in, which was behind advertiser board. I was meant to sit in front, but there was some like confusion. I sat behind. I knew we were gonna win from day dot. Even when they scored their pen, I think when Kane obviously slotted it, I knew we were gonna win. And then Jesus scored second one like what 2 minutes into the second half. Xhaka then scored. That goal was sick, by the way. Martinelli dribbled in, sets him, bang goal, whatever. But yeah, the scenes in our dressing room after that game were crazy. It was mad. We were jumping up around, everything.
Could you hear them or not?
Pardon?
Could you hear the actual players in the dressing room?
Tottenham dressing room. Well, let's say for the away dressing room is next to us, so you can hear their music and that. Yeah. When we lost to Man City, you can hear them. Like you can hear them through the other room. Obviously, when they won that game, they went top of the league. Obviously, we took it back and then bottled it at the end of the season, whatever. But yeah, I mean, yeah,
That's obviously it's a great experience. I was gonna ask you, what was your greatest moment as a ball boy?
greatest moment. Oh, that's a good question. What do you mean like greatest moment? Like for myself, most memorable.
Now, we'll start by yourself and then we'll move on to like as a whole. And stuff.
I don't know. For me, oh my god, that's a mad question. I went to every game, you know. So, maybe the first Prem game. I told you this yesterday when it was the warm ups. I was right by Jesus and Thomas Partey. I spoke to my other video, by the way. I remember like a little Q&A type thing. Basically, they run around the cones and then run up and then run back around. Do that 3 times. Before they do the first one, they're waiting for everyone to come in. And then Jesus is there, he's standing. I'm like, Gabby, Gabby, Gabby. He's like, hello, my friend. Like, got his hand out, got the handshake. I was like, no way. And then Chris, shout out Chris, the guy that looks after us. He was like, alright, Ty, in, come on, because we have to get the footballs on the pitch to get them off, put them in the bag, give it to the players, and yeah, that was that.
What was your best experience like? Obviously the best game you went to. What was like the most? Like, what's a game where like you just sitting there, and you're like, oh
Liverpool, 100% Liverpool. Because I specifically remember there was a point where I had the ball and Trent. I was on the part where Martinelli would be in the first half, so the left wing side, right back side, whatever. Trent had a throw on, Liverpool had a throw on, and he was quite some distance away from me, innit? So I'm walking and he's like, come. I'm like, I'm still walking. So he runs to me, takes the ball out of my hand, runs away, and I was like, that's mad thing. And then there was that, and then what happened after that? Obviously, we scored first minute. It was on our side, which was mad.
they scored another goal, no?
Oh yeah. Well, we scored one. They scored one.
And then we scored another one.
We scored another one. They scored another one. Yeah. And then Saka scored, but what side did he score on? He scored on the other side. He scored where the North Bank is, I think. Away from
Them was
Liverpool
a
fans.
clocking, no?
I don't
Thought that was
know.
a
Where did I
clocking.
sit for that game?
When Allison pointed, no?
Yeah, I disappointed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a clocking, I think.
I don't remember. That's a bad thing. Um, and Saka scored. Me and a guy called Jaden. Shout out Jaden. He was at the corner flag, and we looked away in it. Sanchez was there with me as well.
Yeah.
Shout out Sanchez. He was like, "How are we letting Darwin Núñez score in it?" Because obviously he scored. He was on a bad form at the time. So yeah, that was a great moment as well. That was my favorite game. I think I said yeah. Either that or Bournemouth. By the way, I'm not gonna get into Bournemouth. There's no need to talk about that. But the most memorable game was United. I think
United.
United. I
That was
love
a
that
good
game.
game.
Saka's
Nketiah.
goal, and Nketiah's last minute
Yeah.
winner, and Nketiah's leveler in our first goal. That was on my side as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, nothing much to say about that one. Some of my friends were there as well,
Yeah.
so they came down and they came say hi to me, whatever. I think I met Petit at that game. Petit was there. Cause I was by where like Sky Sports and that chill at the games and stuff in terms of like doing interviews with like let's say Rio Ferdinand, Thierry Henry and stuff like that. So yeah.
Oh, that's mad. How would you summarize like the whole experience as a whole?
Unforgettable. Simple as that. Like I said before, you meet new people, they become your family. You have to settle in. It can be awkward at the start. Obviously, I'm gonna let you know that now as a future boy. It can be awkward for the first few weeks, but I stuck with one guy, Harry as well. Shout out Harry. I spoke about him a couple of times. When you stick with one guy, you're good. You don't want any drama in there because we had a bit there. Then we spoke to Dylan and then Chris and stuff like that. They sorted it out, so it was alright. But yeah, definitely unforgettable. Like I've just said, new friends, memories for the last a lifetime. Um, yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. You want to do that experience with no regrets.
Yeah.
You understand? There was a time where Nketiah must have dashed his gloves away, and it was right next to me, and I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna take it. I'm not gonna take it. I was like, if it's still there at half time when we come back out, I'll take it. I came back, it wasn't there. I was like, I could have just had Nketiah's gloves, bro. I just had it there. Guys would come to my house and be like, why you got that gloves? And I was like, it's Nketiah's, bro.
Oh my
I was
days.
like, yeah, man.
That's
But
mad.
yeah.
That's it on BALLBOY.
So-
Just excited for next season, really.
Yeah, but this guy, he's gonna go to the Champions League games.
I'm gassed. Trust me.
Well, I don't blame you, man. One of my other guys made it as well, I think.
What's his name?
I'm gonna beat that as well because I don't think he wants me to let everyone know about it. He just told me about it because I was Ballboy. So, but yeah, just enjoy it, man. It's gonna go like a flash. It's gonna finish very quickly. But yeah, that's the Arsenal side, Ballboy stuff. That's that finished for now. We're gonna get into Blanco
Yep.
and how we came across it. I'll let you start on this one. You can speak on this one.
Blanco. I don't know where to start. It's a pretty mad one. I don't know if you know this, but back in 2017, I finished school in 2018, primary school. And in 2017, Dylan joined my school as a PE teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I was in year 6 at the time. And obviously he joined, and I didn't think anything of it. And like he was obviously just a normal PE teacher, and then obviously he was calm and that, got used to all the students and stuff. Like became like he was one of my favourite teachers, one of them ones.
I
And
didn't
then-
hear this, yeah?
Shout out
Shout out Dylan, yeah.
And then obviously finished primary school, went to secondary school, and then fast forward to year 10, around this time where we're filming, I had work experience.
Yeah.
So I went back to my primary school, found out he was still there,
Yeah.
and I did work experience with him, like PE
Blanco?
coach. No,
Oh, PE coach.
at my primary school as a
That's
PE
sick.
coach with him. So I was with him for like 2 weeks, like 2-3 weeks. So yeah, it was just thinking coaching with him, and then I finished, and he mentioned to me obviously Blanco, and I was like, "What's Blanco?" And he obviously explained it's a camp, kids calm, train, football, all this stuff. And I was like, yeah, cool, I'll start coming down. And then Saturdays, I started obviously helping him out at training stuff, which was at my primary school.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Dylan remembers, we only had, 30, 20 children.
The first
Yeah, it was-
first time when you went.
First time when I went, there was like I think 2 groups maximum. There was like older group and a younger group. So like year fours would be with like year twos.
So not even age groups. It's just
No
like
age groups. It was just literally just two groups. Like
that's mad.
yeah, it was like it's crazy. And then obviously it grew and grew and grew, and then
Yeah.
we're here today.
What's your like most memorable thing at Blanco? Would you say?
Probably
Obviously, you've been here longer than I have,
yeah,
so
I've been there for a bit of time now. But I don't know. I feel like just meeting a load of good people. I think. Like obviously Dylan's helped me so much. Shout out to Dylan again. He has helped me a lot. Shout out to Brandon as well.
yeah,
But yeah, no, I think they've helped me a lot to where I am.
that's good to hear. That's good to hear. So that's like came across Blanco is just PE teacher
Yeah,
Dylan.
literally.
So you're saying if it wasn't for Dylan,
Yeah.
let's say Dylan left the primary school, you wouldn't have seen Blanco.
Nah, if Dylan never come to if Dylan never come to the PE teacher, I would have never seen Blanco.
That's mad. That's crazy.
Crazy. What about you? How did you get into?
With me, obviously being part of the ball squad, I saw something on Instagram. I think Chris must have shared it. It was about Blanco. I was like, let me have a look. I go on there, I click on it, I see Dylan. I was like, at the next game, I'm gonna chat to him about it. Bear in mind, I was like 2 weeks because there was some like break or something, or we just played away game non-stop. So I was like, alright, this is kind of mad. Saw Dylan next game, I forgot to chat to him about it. Completely forgot to chat to him about it. So I had to wait another week, spoke to him then, and I was like, what's going on with Blanco? I need something to work with or something like that. I was like, if you want a young person like me, I'm down to come help and stuff like that. He was like, we haven't got an issue in terms of coaches, so I'll let you know. But yeah, and then see, we're talking. I remember, yeah, Chris must have mentioned in his dressing room. He was like, I know people. Basically, let me say this. Also in the community, a representative came, spoke to us about how to get involved there, and then Chris must have mentioned people trying to come into businesses and stuff. And then he mentioned Dylan, and then he was like, I know Ty is trying to work with Dylan as well. And then the looks I got of everyone, and I was in the corner, innit? Everyone looked at me like, what's he talking about? Everyone wants to be in the ball squad again. I was like, bro, I would love to, but it's something else I'd rather not talk about. Basically all of them know now anyway, because I sent them a video at camp. I don't even remember. I was like, phone with Dylan, and I was like, yeah. He was like, that's my work, I know, and yeah, threw me there as well, which is mad.
Yeah.
And then what happened after that? Someone said something, and I was like to Dylan, so when am I starting? He burst out laughing, change rooms, and then him, Chris, and Sanchez as well. Yeah, they were all laughing.
Yeah.
And then what happened after that? But yeah, I must have like I texted him because I know he works with like Gunnosaurus as well, like moving around like stadiums and stuff. I texted him. I was like, "Are you gonna be at the Aston Villa Arsenal women's game at Boreham Wood?" I went to that game last game of the season and lost 2-0, I think. And then what happened? Oh yeah, he was like, "Yeah, I'm there. If you're down, let's have a catch up." And I was like, "Yeah, cool. I'll see you there." He walked around, he saw me, and was like, I was with my friend in it. So he said to me, "Do you want to chat to us for like 20 minutes?" I was like, "Yeah, cool." My friend had to save a seat. She wanted to go like the best seats as well. So we met a couple of players at the end of the game because we were like bare close. And then spoke with Dylan. He was like, "We're happy with how you've been, and you've been on our mind in terms of trying to recruit you for Blanco."
Yeah.
And he was like, something I respect a lot as well. I love about him. He said, we didn't want to tell you earlier because it would have been like your standards may have dropped. It would have been like, oh yeah, I know I'm gonna be at Blanco. I can do what I want now until the Wolves come back. I'm glad you did what you did because that might have happened. I'm not saying it would have, but it definitely could have happened. You understand? So he told me, and then he was like, you probably with Sanchez for the first 2 weeks. And then what happened after that? Oh yeah, Sanchez was like, I work with the year twos, and they're like the second hardest group to teach. Yeah. See, I've only been there coaching on Saturdays for 2 weeks, so it's been decent for me. And then, yeah, he said the starting date was meant to be June the 10th, which was a Saturday. Yeah. But then I texted him the day after of the last game of the Prem season against Wolves. I was like, I know you got camp. Do you want me to come to that instead? That's where I met you. Yeah. And then he was like, yeah, if you want to come down, whatever. Went down, enjoyed it. It was quite fun. Yeah. 48 hours a day. Yeah. That's about you did it the whole summer.
We did. I think it was 5 days for 4 weeks.
5 days.
4 days for 4 weeks.
That's
And I
mad.
was there every day, bro. At the end, I was so tired.
I don't blame you, man.
But I learned a lot. Like, I have learned a lot. Like, from the 4 weeks I learned a lot of new stuff.
That's
It was
good.
definitely helpful.
That's good. And then he said, "All right, cool. You come to camp. We'll see you there." I thought Sanchez was gonna be there, and I was like, "Cool, I'll get along." Um, and then I went. Dylan came in his car with Brandon. They were very welcoming. I settled in very well. They treated me as if I was there like for a long time, as if I wasn't anyone new. Got along with Coach Alicia, Christine, Brandon, and Dylan, of course, and Christine. The kids are very fun as well. I think they must have enjoyed a lot of the activities as well. Especially when Freemy came along, that's when they were mad. I know, like, so many of the kids came to me and they were like, "Can I have an interview with Freemy?" I was like, "I don't know," because it wasn't my place to say, innit? So I didn't want to break their hearts and be like, "No, you can't," because they would just be like, they're young kids, innit? So yeah. And then we had a Saturday off because of break or something, and then what happened? Came back the next week. My first session was quite good, I think. I say. And then oh yeah, on that day there was a birthday party as well.
Yeah, when that 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago,
June 10th, so it'll be like
3, 4.
3 weeks
No,
ago, three, 4 weeks ago, something like that. Anyway, um, that train station was good. It was games, it was matches. So I had to ref, and it was good. It was fun. And all like some of the kids tried to lump me as well. To be like, if I'm there, lump me, run around, I'll score. And then what happened after that? Oh, yeah, and then like bare kids here, they were like so tired. So I was like, shoot, it was bare hot as well. I was like to one of the other guys that would like kind of set it up. I was like, do you wanna like stop it for now? He was like, nah, have you got to play the games? I was like, but the kids are tired and
Yeah.
they don't look good anyway. And he was like, nah, I'll still play. Play one game. All the kids like were so tired. And then I think mum, I'm gonna bleep it out as well his name.
Yeah.
She was a lifesaver. She had a whole bag of just like really cold water bottles.
Oh, mate.
So nice. I took two, I think. I must have like finished them in a minute. So nice. Had to wear Gunnosaurus as well
Yeah.
at that birthday party, which was sick.
Good. I wore
Imagine-
that once, I think.
Huh?
Bro, I wore Gunnosaurus once when we were at it was for a session. Just invited all the kids in, like saying hello and stuff. Bro, because I was so small back then, I still am obviously. I was smaller back then, like, bro, the Gunnosaurus looked like a midget, bro. It was so small.
Yeah.
It was like the smallest Gunnosaurus that ever was, but it was obviously an experience.
That's
It was
good. I remember when I wore it, yeah, one of the kids were like, "You're not gonna catch me," and I went, "I'm gonna," and I stopped my sentence. He ran away, looked so scared. I was like, "Oh."
Yeah, bro, that's the hardest part, not speaking.
You can't speak. You have to like
wanna
give
speak,
hand.
but like, you just stop.
Yeah. It's so sweaty and as well, you know.
Yeah, it is.
It's mad,
Yeah,
bro.
It's good though.
Yeah, and then my second week was good as well. Bit more coaching side as well. I learned. And then obviously shout out to Dylan and Brand, all that stuff again. They're gonna help me get my coaching license as well. I need to still complete some of the courses. I've got a couple chapters or whatever you want to call them left. So yeah, that's my way of getting into Blanco.
I was gonna say like how do you find Blanco so far? Like
Oh yeah, good.
how do you feel about Blanco? Like
Of course, Blanco, I think is good. I think I'll learn a lot. My mom does similar to what Blanco kind of teaches me. She does teaching, so it's kind of like I'm following her footsteps and doing what she does with young kids as well. She's a nursery teacher, so obviously doing that is nice. Kind of following her and stuff like that. So yeah, it's good to be like that. I learned a lot. I learned like you have to kind of change your tone to depending on who it is. Obviously, young kids, you want to be gentle and stuff like that. People my age would understand if you're a bit angry and stuff like that, or a bit firm on them. So, yeah, it's definitely like definitely taught me to change my tone according to the environment, if that makes sense. If it's like a football game, you're not gonna sit there quiet, are you? You understand? You're gonna like start screaming chants and all of that. So, yeah, for sure. I feel like I've learned a lot. Yeah,
that's
100.
good. Nah, the Blanco family is obviously it's a great thing to be a part of.
Yeah.
They're very welcoming, very helpful. So Shout out to the Blanco family.
Shout out to the Blanco background,
Yeah.
as he said, yeah, family,
But yeah,
Blanco
that's
family,
it.
yeah.
Just happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, 100, bro.
Yeah.
Obviously, as you can tell, me and Hus, we met May 20 something. It was May 29th.
Last game of the season was 28th.
28th. There was a day off. Day after, I think.
It was May 30th or 31st.
May 30th, 31st, yeah. One of the days, yeah.
Yeah.
Me and Hus met there. To be fair, it took us a while to start
just
chatting.
Like 2 hours. We were just like walking past.
Which was, I was like, I don't know if this guy likes me, you know.
Yeah,
Cause
I was waiting, and then obviously Dylan introduced you.
Yeah.
And then it just went from there.
From there, it was good, yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said towards the start of the video, I said we went playing fools yesterday. Goals were crazy.
Crazy.
There might be a montage right now. I don't even know.
Yeah,
But
put
just
some clips in now.
bro, Instagram that in the bio stuff like that, you'll see there. I put my highlights. I don't know about you.
Yeah. No,
So-
I've got some highlights up as well.
Say that. But I think that closes it out for now.
Yeah.
It was a good podcast. Follow our socials. We down in the description. I hope you guys enjoyed. Follow the Blanco as well, activities,
Follow Mark.
all of that in the description. Any questions you guys have for me or for Hus in terms of Blanco or Arsenal, do let us know. DM me, email me or something like that. So other than that, hope you guys enjoyed and we'll see you guys on the next one.